And he returns this to the 22. Herbert going to go to the air right away. He'll check this one down to Michel. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Herbert on third down now. Got a man, it's complete, it's Palmer. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. On first down, Justin Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
On first down, it's Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Keenan Allen, 30 yards. And the Chargers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point safely through, and it's now a 7-0 game. So look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried, they just didn't get it done.
From the 40 now on second down, Tua. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that one. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Here's Mostert. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
That's complete to the tight end, Everett. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Herbert back to the air. He finds his target, Allen. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 41-yard line. 7-7, our score after 1. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. It's caught by his running back, Austin Eckler. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. On the give, this is Eckler. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. The mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged. And it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Charger drive about to get going. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Tua. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Flushed out right. He's airing it out for Williams. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down.
A run with Mostert up the middle.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route. Touchdown, Dolphins! Tua fighting his old Alabama teammate, Jalen Waddle. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
On 2nd and 12, Herbert. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in by Palmer.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you meant to the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked them off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started.
Taken from about the 12.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Third quarter starts with a run from Mostert.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Tua sets up to pass it. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. On play action, here's Tua. Looking deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. They give him a gain of 37. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone.
He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Eckler, they run left side, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Back to throw here, Herbert. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Noah Igbinoghene. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit. Give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. That one complete to Hill. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown.